Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to another week with Fathers Who Care. And as always, it's a pleasure to come to you, the viewing audience, every Thursday for the last 13 weeks. It has really been a joy. I want to personally thank Barbara. I want to personally thank Tiffany, Steve, my main man Omari. I want to thank all the folks over at Can TV. I want to thank. I just have to do this, okay? I want to thank our guest, the alderman. I want to thank Attorney Lou Myers. I want to thank our senator, Life Ford. I want to thank Michael Holmes. I want to thank all Don. I want to thank. Listen, I can just thank folks indefinitely, but I have to say, look, thank you, the viewing audience, for being so faithful and so tuned in. You know, we like to keep this show live and keep it actively involved. And unfortunately, just for the folks, for the sake of the summer, we're going to take a little break. But in taking our little break, we're going to leave you with something extremely special. We're going to leave you with an up-and-coming, powerful young man who's the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council, and I feel very, very confident that this young man has just set the tone in the West Garfield Park and on the west side of Chicago by being over this West Garfield Park Youth Council and being a youth organizer, and has just been actually a pleasure to work with, work through, been around and engaging in, and that's none other than Mr. David Elam. David Elam, David Lewis Elam from the West Side. David is going to be facilitating his show next week, along with the West Garfield Park Youth Council. I can't wait to support this group and be actively involved with this group. I think this group is doing such a phenomenal job on the West Side. But listen, tonight we want to do something extremely special, and we really want to take it to another level. You know what we're trying to do here at Fathers Who Care. I mean, y'all really just had a beautiful sister on here, Amara. You know, and we believe that Amara has the spirit and the energy to get the job done, and we just want to tell her to run, Amara, run. You know, do what you have to do to keep the power in the people's hands and let the people know that they have options and that they have opportunities. So, Amara, we really appreciate your transparency, your integrity, and the fact that you really believe in empowering the people. But listen, tonight we want to take a little liberty, and we want to take this show and we want to tune this show in to empowering young folks. I just think it's so sad for us that as we get older, those who that do get older, not me, but those of you guys that get older, just feel that you have to leave this world in that position. You don't understand that in order for us to make a serious impact in our community, in our culture, in our families, that we really have to empower younger people to come up and take the hymn, and don't try to live it out by yourself and die in the position. But you should be wise enough to empower young folks and educate young folks and encourage and nurture young people that they would want to grow up and be servants and public servants and being servants for social change. So I say that because I really believe in this young man, David. I believe in the young man, Stephen. I believe in Nisha, Nikwa. I believe in Robert. I believe in Lil Walter Jr. III. I believe in all of the young folk who have come together to form this beautiful collaboration that they have. And tonight we want to talk specifically. I want to just give you an opportunity to listen to a young man who's on fire. And we want to really talk about what young folks are doing, what young folks are thinking. We had a meeting just a little while ago where we invited clergy out, churches and pastors. And David had an opportunity to do a serious PowerPoint presentation on why young folks don't believe in the church, or why young folks don't like to go to church, or why young folks don't believe in the older folks, and why young folks don't believe in mature people, and why young folks just don't want to hear it no more. And most of the young folks said that we have contributed to the demise in their community, that some of us, the elders, have contributed to the plight with the drugs, to the plight with the alcohol, to the plight with all of the ills in our community, and yet we want to put all the pressure on the young folks to try to deal with it. So tonight we want to really talk about, are we listening to our young folks? Are we committed to empowering our young folks? What can we do to be positive examples in our young folks' life? And in doing such, we're going to get some young folks to tell us tonight, youth talk. Youth Talk. David is going to share with us what type of alcohol, what type of substances are being used in the community, who using them, why they using them, what they thinking about. And we want to take this show on educating and empowering. Listen, I have to say what I need to say about you, David, because I really appreciate you being a young man who came from trying to be out there in the world to be on top of trying to do things to empower others, all right? I really take that serious. So, David, tonight, listen, you got a call, you got a question, give us a call here at 312-738-1060. 312-738-1060. Of course, you know I'm your friend, the beloved one, and you are my friend, the beloved one. So listen, give me a call. Of course, I am Reverend Walter Jones, your host for this evening, and our guest this evening is David Elam, the Youth Council President and organizer for the West Garfield Park community, and he's going to talk to us about what young folks are thinking, what young folks are experiencing. He's going to tell us about crocodile. He's going to tell us about lean. He's going to tell us about Molly. He's going to tell us about underage drinking, Patron, and all that other stuff, right? And loud.
Yeah.
You're going to teach us what that stuff is.
Yeah.
You ready for that today?
Yeah.
So, David, tell me something, man. Tell me, who are you, really? Who are you, David? And what is your purpose for existing?
Well, as you know, my name is David Elam, and I'm the president of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. And my purpose for existence is to basically, I want to pursue a career and be a world-renowned talk show host.
Mm-hmm.
I'm striving to be as big as Oprah.
Oh, watch out now.
In the TV world.
In the TV world.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I believe you can do and be anything you set your heart and your mind to, but believe that you have to put something in to get something out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing from nothing.
Use nothing.
You know, if it's worth having, it's worth working for, all right? Believe me, if you put your efforts out there, you can be bigger than Oprah, all right? And if it is to be, it begins with me. Mm-hmm. Listen, David, we're going to have some fun tonight, and I want you to educate the folks on what is underage drinking, why young folks are drinking like they doing, where they hanging out at, drinking at. I mean, you ain't got to set them out or nothing. I don't want you to be snitching and stuff. We don't want you to get no stitches and stuff. That's what y'all taught me, you know. We don't want you up in here doing that stuff. I ain't going to go off tonight. You know, I'm not going to be talking all that, you know, stuff y'all taught me unless you challenge me. And I have to show you that I know what I'm talking about. But what we want you to do to David tonight, we want you to talk to the people tonight on what the young folks are thinking, what the young folks are using, and you know we really want a safe community. We really want to bridge the intergenerational gap to promote a safe and drug-free community, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do that mean to you?
Bridging the intergenerational gap to promote a safe and drug-free community,
right,
is basically, I'll call it the old and the new, the mature and the young coming together, sitting down and collaborating and communicating and conversating about the things that go on in the neighborhoods and what they think that needs to be done and what action they need to take in order for this things in the community to cease.
Yeah, and I think we can. I mean, I say this, and I don't say this in jest. When I say if it is to be, it must begin with us. It must begin with me. I mean that from my heart. If we really want change, if we want young folks to stop consuming all these illegal substances, stop selling them to them. If we want these young folks to be more actively involved in the community, more actively involved in church, more actively involved in school, more actively involved in all these social endeavors, then bring it to them. They can't be what they can't see. All right? And these young folks are crying out. I believe you all are crying out. I believe you all are asking for an opportunity, asking for a chance. And I'm saying to you, I'm here to do whatever I can. And I know my people out there. I saw you, Mary, on the show. Call back. Mary Reed is one of the mentors that I grew up with. And listen, I just want you guys to understand we're here to empower the young folks. What can we do to empower our young folks? What can we do to keep our young folks actively involved? And how can we continue to make sure that these young folks matriculate? Let's get another call, David, and then we're going to ask you some questions here. Is that okay?
Okay.
Caller, thank you so much for calling. You on the air. We have David Elam with us. What's your comment or question, please?
Reverend Jones, Nadine Griffin, I want to salute these young men and women of the West Side. You all are very inspiration to us on the South Side. I talk about you everywhere I go. Continue on with God's blessings, and you shall be the winner, not the loser. Thank you very much.
Well, we love you, Nadine.
Okay, now.
Bless you now.
Okay, thank you much.
Thank you. Now, that was Miss Nadine. Miss Nadine had came and did a show with us. Miss Nadine are extremely active in empowering the young folks. She has a nice group that she works with on the South Side, and she and I really believe that there's no certain thing as this side and that side is one side, and that's God's side. So we travel wherever we have to travel to do what we need to do. And we thank you, Miss Nadine, and if you get an opportunity, please come on out and then help us to empower these young folks. Of course, you're watching some information about Fathers Who Care. You can log on to Fathers Who Care at www.fatherswhocare.org or Facebook us or Twitter us. And I'm going to learn all this other stuff in a little while. And maybe I'm going to learn some more about Instagram and what's the other one y'all be using?
That's it.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I'm going to stay in the groove. So tell me, David. David, listen. I want this show to be about empowering young folks.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want, and we can't afford to lose one more child, all right? I mean, it's serious in our neighborhoods, all right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it ain't uncommon for us to see folks here today, gone tomorrow. Is that right? So, but let's talk specifically about the substances being used in the community. The substances, loud, lean, Patron, Crocodile, Molly's, right? You familiar with this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, what is underage drinking? And how prevalent is it in the West Garfield Park community?
Underage drinking is a form where young people under the legal drinking age may be able not maybe, but are able to purchase alcohol at local liquor stores, or may have someone who's of age to purchase alcohol, and it becomes consumed by young people.
So let me ask this question just so we can let you people know you're a young person, right?
Yep.
So you know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying your peer group is actually consuming different types of liquor in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Patron, whatever y'all call the other stuff, all right? Yeah. Yak, whack, or whatever it is, Yeah. And some of these young folks are going to liquor stores mm-hmm. and actually purchasing alcohol mm-hmm. while they're underage. Mm-hmm. And if they are not purchasing it while they're underage, they are shoulder tapping, allowing panhandlers who hang around, loitering around liquor stores, shoulder tap them, and they go and purchase the alcohol for them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about that? You think that's right?
I don't think it's right, but at the end of the day, some store owners don't care, because at the end of the day, they're all about money, and they're all about getting their money. So if they see a young person coming out who wants something, and they know it's money, they gonna sell it to them.
Okay.
Some, not all. I ain't gonna say all businesses do that, but I'm pretty sure some do.
Well, I want to just give a shout out to my Alderman Jason Irvin. And I have to give him this shout out because I've seen him numerous times now. And I've seen the passion in him to try to help to reduce this underage drinking. I've seen the passion in him to actually stand up and say, listen, we know people going to do their thing. They're going to run their businesses in the community, but we're not going to have certain things in the neighborhood that he's the alderman of. We're not going to have high-octane stuff. We're not going to have the loitering around the place. Now, I'm not telling you that you can't sell your business, do your business, and run your business, but you just ain't going to have certain stuff. But he really wants to educate and empower the community. I've seen this myself today and numerous times, that he's trying to educate and empower the community to take a proactive role in working together. It's time out for this separatism. Your group over here, that group over there. We would never have nothing as long as we don't trust each other. You got the alderman can't trust the commissioner. You got the commissioner can't trust the alderman. You got the senator can't trust the community. You got the community can't trust the senator. You got the rep who can't trust the army. Everybody don't trust each other until it's election time, and then they want to be elected. I'm saying to you, let's save our children while we have a chance right now. The weather's changing. Times is getting to the point where young folks are stressed out. They're going through stuff. They need work to do. They need after school activities. And if we don't give them something to do, don't be surprised when you be at my church and I'll be funeralizing another young person, or I'll be coming to your church and doing it, or we'll be meeting on the street doing another vigil or another rally in the community to empower young folks. David, tell us, what drinks are young folks consuming in the neighborhood?
Certain drinks that
just tell us, because we don't know no better. We still talk about hams, the old stuff. You don't even know what a ham is, do you?
I really don't.
Right, go ahead.
Some of the drinks that can be purchased, that some of the young people may purchase. You have Grey Goose. You have Patron. You have Hennessy. You have Amsterdam. You have Blue Label. You have. It's a lot of them. Ciroc, that's one. That's a popular one.
Remy?
Next to Remy, yeah.
Okay. What else?
Amsterdam.
Now, y'all spend a lot of money for this stuff, don't they?
Yeah, it's very costly.
Yeah. And where they get the money to buy this stuff? So, I mean, not that I'm trying to get you in no trouble, but they get. I put it like this: they're able to get the money together to buy this stuff, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And do they drink a lot of this stuff, or what they do?
I mean, some may drink by themselves, or some may drink with a group, and they all consume this one bottle of whatever it may be.
And they hang out in certain places and do it.
Yeah.
Some places they hang out in the park. Sometimes they hang out in these little malls, strip malls, where they be consuming and they be sitting in the cars drinking and right by the liquor stores and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the liquor. So we want to stop underage drinking in our community. We want to reduce that and we want to get rid of that because we don't need it. But let's educate today. Is that all right with you, David?
It's fine with me.
Okay. I've heard of, back in the day they used to have stuff called weed. You ever heard the word weed?
Yeah.
Marijuana.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They used to call it marijuana. And they used to be green.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And it used to be, folks used to smoke their little weed. And the only thing they used to do was have, from what I heard, an appetite. Mm-hmm. Now I heard they smoke stuff called loud. What is a loud?
Loud is the new terminology used for weed.
Is it the same kind of stuff?
Some is and some is not. Loud is just the newest name for it. It's stronger.
Stronger.
It gets you higher. It's
and
not regular.
So they put stuff on it. Like what kind of stuff do they put on it?
They may lace it with something.
Lace it, I mean. What do they lace it with?
They may lace it with embalming fluid.
Embalming fluid, cocaine, alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ecstasy. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now they call it loud because it gets you loud.
Higher, yeah.
Higher, loud, higher.
Yeah,
Well, I'm old school, so your higher is my loud.
Yeah.
All right? Or my higher is your loud.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called loud.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've seen in some of these neighborhood stores.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you see candy in the candy store?
Yeah.
I've seen all of these cigar papers. Across the cigars,
swishers.
Yeah, that thing where they cut the stuff down the middle and they take all the tobacco out and they use the paper. I've seen all of them across the shelves of these stores, different flavors, watermelon, strawberry. What are those?
Those are swishers. That's
Swissers.
That's what you need to roll up your weed.
To roll up your loud.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does that do when you take the weed? Or the weed, and you stick it in those Swissers, these different flavor things, and roll it up. What does that do?
I mean, it don't do nothing until you smoke it. I mean, you just forming it. You just bringing it all together. It's like ingredients. You need all the ingredients to make it. So.
Okay, and when the Swissers, the flavor different Swissers, is part of the ingredients to get the loud to where you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they got them all in these different flavors.
Hey, some people don't like the plain ones. They like flavor.
I mean, literally, there's so many different flavors. Listen, you're I know this is education. I know you're loving it. Listen, you're watching Fathers Who Care today, and we're educating you elderly or you mature folk. Give us a call, 312-738-1060. Are you making a difference in the lives of these young people? What can we do to continue to empower these young folks? What can we do to promote a safe and drug-free community? Do you want a safe and drug-free community? What can we do to continue to educate and empower these young folks? All right, we just got to talk about loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard something else about a Molly. Molly. What's a Molly?
Molly is a pill. It's the medical terminology for it is MDMA.
MDMA.
It's the same chemicals that's found in ecstasy, which is a new form used today, which is Molly, which can be found or which is sold on the street, mainly known as the club drug.
The club drug.
Mm-hmm. Or the date rape drug.
The date rape drug.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I was talking to some people, Dave, and I want you to go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking to some people, and you know, and we was kicking it. You know, we was trying to get some clarity on some different things, and we call them skit. What you call them candies?
Skittles.
Skittles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do Mollies look like Skittles, or can they look like Skittles?
Yeah, about the same size as a Skittle.
And they're different colors and stuff like that.
Different colors, got different icons on them.
Right. So people can be tricked by this. So some young people can think they're eating some Skittles or some candy
Or a mint.
or a mint.
Some are actually held in Altoid cases.
Okay, like the mints.
Mhm.
Okay, so they keep them in the outdoor cases and they'll give them to somebody and they thinking they're having a mint, but they're actually having a Molly. And what do it do to them?
Depends on actually whatever type of mood you're in. That's exactly what. That's the trigger to the mood that you're in. So
it
if you're
accentuate that
angry-
mood.
If you're angry and you take this, you tend to become very violent. Very violent. I mean, I've seen people who've actually wanted to fight the whole block.
Get out of here.
I mean, it's really, you're not yourself when you consume these different substances. You are a different person. You're not yourself.
So you done told us about the loud. You done told us about the. Wait a minute. You ain't tell us about the lean. What is this lean thing? Now I heard this lean was with it's the new trend now.
Mm-hmm.
What is the lean?
Lean, the professional term for lean is they call it the purple drink.
The purple.
It actually been around for a while. Lean is the new terminology they use for it, whereas you take medicine, which is codeine mixed with
Like cough syrup.
promethazine, exactly,
Right.
and you mix it with pops such as Sprite, Arizona, something, and you use candy to sweeten it. They use the candy to sweeten it so you cannot taste the actual syrup, the cough syrup. They sweeten it so much that you don't actually taste the cough syrup. It becomes very sweet to them. And you don't, it's not like alcohol like you jug. Lean is sipped because it gets to you, it don't get to you quick. It gets to you very slowly. And it reacts to your body very quickly.
Listen, you're watching Fathers Who Care. Of course, we have David Elam, the West Garfield Park Youth Council President. I know you've been empowered. Listen, if you have a question or comment about what's going on with young folks today, how can we touch young folks, how can we empower young folks, give us a call here at 312-738-1060. And if you need additional opportunities to volunteer, to empower some of these young folks meet every Monday at...
from 4:30 to 6:30 at 4540 West Washington.
And if you need additional information, come on by and volunteer and be an inspiration to some of these young folks. They meet every Monday from 4:30 to 6:30. They're looking for volunteers. They're looking for role models. They're looking for folks who wants to come out and educate. So, David, you just got through talking to us about the lean, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Molly.
Mm-hmm. We talked about the loud.
The loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what else okay, oh yeah, I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah.
I've been reading on some stuff, David. And there's this new synthetic drug out here called crocodile. Yes, I said it. A crocodile, Steve. What is this crocodile? This phenomenon of crocodile?
Crocodile, actually, I didn't even know what it was until I did my homework, my research on it. Crocodile, and it's exactly why they call it crocodile. It's a flesh-eating drug. It's a flesh-eating substance where it's shot. It's shot through a needle.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a form of exactly what it looks like. I don't know exactly the form, but
it can come in different things.
Mm-hmm.
It can come in a pill. They dissolve the pill and shoot it up like this.
They're saying it's shot, and as immediately as it's being shot, your skin is being eaten from the inside out, meaning your life expectancy on this earth, you out of there within a year or two, because it eats all the way to the bone from the inside out. And why they say it's crocodile, because it eats your skin alive so badly that you will actually look, and your skin will actually look like a crocodile. How the crocodile skin look, that's how your skin will look, but a little bit worse.
Because it'll bust out them things too.
It starts as scaly, very scaly as a crocodile. Then your skin begins to dissolve and eat away into the bone.
Woo! Man, that's heavy. So listen, David, let's do this. David Elam, if you need David Elam or information from this young man, give him a call at 773-287-5821. He will be glad to come out and educate you and your community, your young people, on how to empower each other and what's going on in the neighborhood. Actually, I'm suggesting to some of my mature folk that you need to get this young man and his group to come out and educate you on what young folks are thinking and what young folks feel. What did the young folks, David, say they felt about the mature people? What did they say?
We basically said that...
You heard them say we, them.
Yeah, we basically said that the mature generation isn't going to be here very long. They're going to die out and transition, and it's going to be all left up to us. Which we also said that, why are you putting everything on us? Why do you want us to solve everything when you all had a chance? You all were the first, and it hit you all. But you all basically, nothing happened, nothing
dropped
changed. Yeah, y'all didn't do anything. So now that we're here, you all say that it's up to us. But we were basically saying that, why didn't you all have a chance or do anything when it was your time? Now it's our time. It's all left up to us. So.
Look, and I want to leave you with this thought. It's very few things that a lot of these elected officials do that fires me up. But I'm really committed to this new message that the mayor was talking about. One city, one voice, one message. One city, one voice, one message. For the summer, put the guns down. Let's not pull a pistol on not one more person in your community. We need to empower each other in the community. We need to save the lives of our young folks. If we don't save our young folks' lives, then what happens to our legacy? What happened to our future? I'm suggesting that, as opposed to competing with each other from the west side, south side, and all these other sides of towns, that we come together as one united front to empower all of our young folks. I think young folks on the south side should meet young folks on the west side, and west side, south side, and so on. But I want you to know that if you're looking for additional information and you need some time to come out to be empowered, we encourage you to come out to Fathers Who Care. Fathers Who Care is anxiously waiting to see you guys, to meet you guys, to work with you. We're looking for volunteers. Please donate to the cause. Reach out to empower someone who's less fortunate. These young people really can't be what they can't see. And if we're really going to make a difference with these young people, we have to really set the tone. Listen, it is not their responsibility and their responsibility. It is our responsibility. You know, I'm so fed up with hearing people saying, it ain't my problem, it ain't my problem. It is your problem because you created some of it. Listen, you've been watching Fathers Who Care, and I want to just say one more time in closing, it's really been a stone guys, honey, these last 13 weeks, and I look forward to you guys tuning in next week where you'll be enlightened by this young man, David Elam, and the West Garfield Park Youth Council, where they would take you on heights you never believed. In the meantime, we're on a campaign to empower the least of them. We're on a campaign to empower the young folks. We're on a campaign to promote a safe and drug-free community. You've been watching Fathers Who Care. We love you so much, and God bless you. And listen, we want you to do the best that you can to empower these young folks. God bless you. Good night, and keep the faith. What you say, Dave?
Tune in next Thursday.
Thank you so much.